Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. It's been a bit, about a week-ish, something like that. I've been super busy and frankly haven't had a lot of ideas for content, but I am filming this on the eve of going to the beach for a week. So I am hoping to film one or two videos that I can kind of, send out throughout the week. So that you don't think that I'm gone. Anyway, this is going to be a album review-ish for one of my favorite bands and definitely one of my favorite albums of 2024. This is the album Sirens by the Wild Feathers. Now, I've got a bad glare on it, but I really do want the hype sticker on it, so even if I take it out of the slip, it's going to be bad. But the Wild Feathers, Sirens, excuse me. There is the track listing on the back. This is a group by, this is an album by a group out of Nashville. Again, the Wild Feathers. Those of you that are familiar with my channel, y'all know that I love the Wild Feathers. They are kind of the closest thing that's still out there for me personally that kind of fit the same kind of mold as, Tom Petty or, the Eagles. They have 3-part harmonies, 3 lead singers in Joel King, Taylor Burns, and Ricky Young. And if you remember, I think back in January, I actually bought a guitar from Ricky Young of the Wild Feathers. And all 3 of them are great singers in their own right. 3 very distinctive voices. Joel kind of has this kind of a Petty-esque, I say nasally sounds like a bad thing, but it's not. Like, again, like it's like kind of like that Petty kind of sound, but he doesn't sound like Tom Petty. So, but it's that kind of range. Taylor Burns has this like really like bluesy kind of raspy, soulful voice that I love a lot. And then Ricky kind of has this really nice kind of mellow, more Jackson Brownie kind of sound to his stuff. But all 3 of their voices work so well in this group. But here is the inner sleeve. It has all of the lyrics. This is the New West Records exclusive, which is their current label. And if you can't tell, this is kind of a red, almost like a rust kind of red, indie exclusive to the store. But the real thing about this is the music. And the music is fantastic. Okay, so it is produced by Shooter Jennings, who is Waylon Jennings' son. So for those of you that know Waylon Jennings, one of the great outlaw country artists of the century, he is the producer of the record. But you have the Wild Feathers, again, Ricky Young, Joel King, Taylor Burns, Ben Dumas on the drums, and then Brett Moore on some lead guitar and piano. And they all can kind of jump around. I mean, Joel plays bass mostly, but he's also on piano and mandolin, I believe, on this. And Joel has been kind of a big studio musician the last couple of years. He's played on some hit records by other country artists. But the lead-off track, Stereo. I'm not going to go through track by track. I just kind of want to give you a feel of this record. Stereo comes off. It just busts right into it. It's a Ricky Young, I think mainly song. Just a great opening line. It comes in stereo, left and right. Every story told has got 2 sides. What I'm trying to say and what you want to hear. We turn one more day into a year. We turn one more day into a year. Just their songwriting is. It works for the songs, it's not, they're just good rock and roll lyricists. They are, and I consider this a rock and roll record. I wouldn't consider this Americana. I wouldn't consider it country rock. It's just a really good rock record. I mean, again, they're from the South. Does that make it country rock? That's up to you. I know some people that say, if they have an accent, they're country rock. So if that's the case, just call me sedimentary, geology joke. And then the song Pretending, which is a Joel King song, kind of has this like Beatley kind of piano, kind of like the chords are just very like late Beatles, like 68 through, really more like 69, 70 Beatles. Just really, really good stuff. Um, and then Sanctuary is kind of like this, like the song Sanctuary, excuse me, is just like this great, um, you know, kind of, it's kind of got a mood to it. It's a really kind of moody song. Um, it's kind of got this, just, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just got this, like, this mood to it that I just really, really like. And that's kind of more of a Joel song. The next song on there is kind of a more of a ballady kind of thing done by Taylor, called "L.A. Makes Me Sad." Really good ballad. I love the Taylor Burns songs. That's one thing I'll say. The one thing about this record that I'm, not disappointed with, but is that there's only 2 Taylor Burns songs. Now, hopefully that means, hopefully that means that there are good things within the band. I know a lot of times, again, I'm not starting rumors or anything like that, but hopefully that means that, Taylor was just busy for a lot of these sessions. So anyway, "LA Makes Me Sad," great Taylor Burns kind of ballad. Yeah, and then there's they've kind of got like one song that's like very like 80s kind of sounding, but like more like a John Waite kind of 80s. Um, the last track on the album, "Giving Up," is just like a straight ahead like acoustic piece that's really very sparse. Joel King song, really pretty song. Um, yeah, just, if you want that 3-part harmony sound, if you want, your feet moving, if you want rock and roll, I would recommend the Wild Feathers. Anything in their catalog. Again, this is called Sirens on New West Records. It's got a little bit of everything. It's got that country element to it, but it's more in line with, a Tom Petty, maybe even like early Wilco, maybe a little Uncle Tupelo. They definitely were big fans of like the Sadies and Jeff Tweedy, Wilco, Sun Volt. They were big fans of that, but also make no qualms about being fans of the Eagles, the Beatles, Tom Petty for sure, Bob Dylan, the band, all that stuff. So if you like any of that stuff, this is a good record to pick up. Again, it is their fifth studio record, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think it's their fifth studio record in about 11-ish years. But I highly recommend it. Again, one of my favorites of 2024. And I think New West puts this on sale pretty regularly, so you can probably get it for $20 or less. It's also on CD. I have the CD as well, but vinyl's a little bit easier on the eyes across the camera. So let me know what y'all think. I doubt that this video will pick up, millions of views, but every time the Wild Feathers have something, I want to bring it up. This album is already a couple months old. And I was actually invited to the listening party on Zoom with the guys. It was on chat, so like we were able to chat with the guys. It was cool. Joel was, typing on behalf of the band, and he was like, "Sam, you're the guy that bought Ricky's guitar, aren't you?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." So it's kind of cool that I was, semi pointed out in the chat. Really, just a cool experience to be, for being a fan for, essentially from the beginning. I was a fan of theirs my sophomore year of college. That's about when that first record came out. But anyway, all I have to say, check out Sirens by the Wild Feathers if you like solid rock and roll and harmonies. Check it out. All right, everybody. Y'all be good. Take care. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye now.